Thanks for having me today. The ACOS Alliance is a global coalition that brings together news organizations, journalism and press freedom NGOs, and freelance journalists to advance a culture of safety. That's what we strive for, to advocate for best safety practices around the world. At the center of our work, we have freelance and underserved, under-resourced journalists with the conviction that a culture of safety does not spare anyone, doesn't leave anyone behind, regardless of who you are, regardless of your profile, regardless of your identity. We understand that safety, it's a prerequisite for professional journalism. It's not the salt and pepper that you put on top of your plate, but actually it's part of your recipe. And although we cannot erase the threats and the risks that our profession face, and I believe these threats are right now existential, what we can do is build the resilience of the journalists that are out there doing the best of the work. And that's really what we're striving for. We understand safety in a very holistic way. When we talk about safety, it's not just physical safety or digital safety, but it's combining digital security with physical security, psychological security, legal security, how all of these can combine, mean a more comprehensive understanding of what it means to be safe in our profession. ACOS is structured around 3 pillars. Advocacy, obviously, we are advocating for the safety of the journalists and the newsrooms out there. We are a big campaign. Safety, practical initiatives. We are obsessed with practical things. Why? Because we have such a huge mandate, creating a culture of safety. What actually that looks like, right? So we really need to explain in very tangible ways, and we really need to put together very concrete initiatives that are helping the implementation of what this culture of safety looks like and actually is. And how we do that? Through safety training, resources, aimed not only to journalists, to the freelance journalists that we so much care about, but also the editors, the news managers, everybody. It's part of this culture of safety. Again, we don't need to leave, we shouldn't be leaving anyone behind, because actually what we're looking for is that systemic change in our ecosystem. So practical initiatives. And the third one is coordination and collaboration. And Vince was mentioning the best example right now, just 10 floors above. We have around 120 plus journalists, editors, safety trainers, advocates, discussing how we're moving forward. What are the needs that we have? What are the priorities that we have? What are the challenges? What are we learning? How are we moving forward? And that discussion is very, very important. We're not a festival. Festivals are great, are amazing. This is a working meeting. This is a space, it's a safe space where we come together to share and transfer knowledge, where everybody has access to the microphone. So for 2 days, we are upstairs doing, agreeing to disagree and disagreeing and agreeing and kind of like doing all that stuff. I'm just going to sort of conclude with one last thought. Why coordination and collaboration is so important, and it actually links into what you're doing here today as well and tomorrow, because the challenges that we're facing are so much larger than any of us individually, are much larger than any of our organizations, much larger than any of the leading voices that are, that we're gathering today for 2 days here at the Ford Foundation. So we need to come together to strategize, to join forces, to optimize the resources that we have, and together to be able to move forward. I believe there is a session at 3. Well, there is a session at 3 where we're going to be digging in a little bit more on safety. So I look forward to be part of that discussion with you all. Thank you.